The definition in young carers is if you look after a relative or a friend who's got a mental disability or a physical disability.
When I'm with my mates, they don't understand what a young carer actually is and I'll go, well, it's like caring for someone who's close to you, like a relative.
Someone that's caring for somebody at home that's got some sort of disability or illness, helping around doing the simple things.
A young carer is a good person that looks after their parent who is ill or disabled. It might not just be a parent, it could be any family member.
A young carer is somebody who has to look after somebody at home. So they're caring for somebody in their family, and that could be for a number of reasons. It might be a mental health problem, physical illness, drug or alcohol problem. It's a really, really hidden group that we're talking about. 3/4 of young carers aren't known about within their schools. Around springtime this year, a lot of people were saying that they felt they weren't really getting what they wanted as young carers. They weren't really being listened to. At the same time as that, they were also showing that they really like doing drama and music. So we kind of had the idea to fuse it together and use drama as a way for them to be heard and share something about their experiences as carers.
There's tons of people around in Sheffield doing it with no help, not even telling anybody they're doing it. I enjoy doing it myself because it means I'm more responsible. My mum has Huntington's disease. I help her cook dinners and put her into bed and clean up the house and everything.
I care for my mum. She was suffering from depression. I have to keep my phone on like all day so that if she has any problem she can contact me.
When you wake up in the morning, yeah, you go to school or whatever, but you have to think, is there anything I could do before I leave?
That becomes your priority before you do everything else, and we have to go through that every day.
We work with people from the age of 8 right up to the age of 21. Most of them, they're having to be really responsible, mature, take on a caring role, an adult kind of role at home. And so coming to the group is a chance where they can just be young, play, have fun together.
Everyone that comes to the group's in like the same boat, they're all caring for someone. I care for my mum. She has a COPD, which is like breathing problems and heart problems. It's been really good for me because I'm able to get away from all the worries and feel like I'm not panicking about my mum.
Young carers just gives you freedom almost.
It gives you a different environment to be in.
It's been really good, and now I know that I'm not alone.
Knowing people that have been coming to the young carers, that actually helps because it's good to talk to someone who actually understands. They're really nice people and they're not disrespectful because they know what you're going through.
It really angers me that people like judges, they don't know what you're going through.
People struggle at schools, like, to speak up about who they are, and sometimes they don't even know who they are. Like teachers, sometimes they're having to go on carers, and it builds more pressure and lowers their self-esteem.
If your family members have an operation that day, you can't focus. They say that you just need to concentrate on your school life because that's more important. Your family's more important.
I said, sir, I've got to go. There's an important phone call, I've got to go. He said, no, it can wait. So I said, sir, no, it can't wait. My mum's gone into hospital. Sometimes, yeah, you should believe people when they say they've got to do certain things.
The pupils in the school aren't very supportive because if I tell them that I'm a young carer, they just use it against me. They'll think I'm just lying.
But you need a balance of stability at home and stability at school as well.
You have to bend the rules a little bit. It's only me and my mum. She cares for me and I care for her. If I couldn't do that for my mum, it just wouldn't be fair.
I have to spend a bit more time with them and cooperate with them more because you're willing to help them in any way that you can.
My mum phoned me up and she weren't well. She wanted me to come help them. I couldn't obviously because I had to do my work and I had to say no and it was hard. Might not be able to go out as much. Worrying about my mum when she's ill, talking to her, comforting her when she's upset. She's got mental health problems. She tries like telling me she loves me and trying to cheer me up. She'll go to the shop and get me some sweets.
My mum needed money. I went to bank and they refused to let me do it and told me my mum had to come down, and I said, well, she wasn't able to.
Sometimes people can't work, sometimes they're on benefits. People need to be more aware, especially the government. I did care for my mum, but unfortunately she died in 2008.
I guess something that's very hard for people is dealing with death in their family, or if they know that a parent has been suicidal. whenever we ask people what's the best thing about being a carer, it's about being able to spend that time with the person that they love.
We are trying to let people know what goes on in the life of a young carer.
This performance is just to try and get adults, kids and teachers to actually
listen to what I have to say.
To what we all have to say.
If people do see it, it will be passing on a message from the view of a young carer to another student or maybe even an adult.
It gives more people a chance to know what a young carer is, how hard it is for a carer when they're at home. They don't get as much of a childhood as some others.
You've still got to have fun, but you've also got to be reliable at the same time. Because if some people started at a young age, they had to grow up really quickly.
We do a lot of work with marginalised young people, and so we felt quite passionate about working with young carers, and performance is quite a powerful thing, an enabler for young people to get up and be able to say what they want.
Kissing scene, you said,
I want to kiss somebody.
I'll do it.
People are being able to be very true and honest about their own experiences, but using the voice of a character.
These are our stories.
It's just been fantastic seeing the energy and the commitment.
It's come together quite nicely. I think they'll do really well. There are other young people out there who have a voice. I would hope that it might reach out to other young people.
I think I'd be much happier to know that there is people that I could talk to.
If someone said to me, my mum's ill and I've got to look after her, I'll be able to give her some advice.
One of the nicest things that I found is how close the group are. They want each other to succeed. They're really concerned about each other's welfare.
The support that we get mostly is from young carers itself or family members and like close friends that you're with.
I tell the head teacher I'm my own carer and everything. They started listening to us. Every time we do meetings, they always say how's own carers are doing, and they say it's going good.
The staff are very nice, and if I need any like outside help, they'll do that for me.
I'm NYP for Sheffield, member of the Youth Parliament. I'm working on a campaign for young carers to get an identity card. When they go to school, it will say about the homework, if it's late, give it extra few more days.
We've got a website and you can donate. Maybe more people start coming forward for the help that they need.
A young carer is just as normal as everybody else. It's not as if you're a young carer, you get cut off from the world. Because I've passed my GCSEs, I'm in sixth form, and it is possible.
I deal with it alright because, like, I know that I'm doing a good thing looking after my mum. She's agoraphobic. If she needs any jobs doing like clothes shopping or food shopping, it's my responsibility to do it for her. I don't care what they think, I just do what I know that's best for my mum. Whether they like it or not, because it's not up to them, it's up to me.
When you do something good, like if you're helping your family out, eventually when you get old or sick or anything like that, people will help you like you helped them.
They're really good actors. Just they mess around a lot.
I think we've still got some stuff that needs to be done, but it's nearly ready.
It should make home carers get noticed more.
Yeah, it's coming together really well. I think we're all ready now.
I will be loud enough, so go. Go and get ready.
They're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.